What if what you're seeing isn't reality itself, but the way it is constructed? What if this image doesn't show a wave, but the way your mind makes sense of the world? A massive wave, small boats, a silent mountain in the background, the great wave off Kanagawa. We all recognize this image, but is recognition the same as truly seeing? This is not a landscape. This is a mechanism that reveals how your gaze constructs the world. What we are looking at is not a wave, but time itself. This work is Katsushika Hokusai's The Great Wave off Kanagawa. But here's the irony. The real subject is not the wave. It's what lies beneath the wave. And more importantly, what has not happened yet. The wave has not yet broken, but it will. The fishermen are not yet harmed, but you can feel that it's only a matter of time. And that is exactly why this image is so powerful. This is not an image of disaster. This is the moment before it, the most unbearable moment for the human mind. We usually read from left to right. The boats seem to be escaping. But in Japanese writing, the direction is reversed, from right to left. This small difference changes everything. The boats are not escaping. They are moving into the wave. This is no longer an escape. It is a confrontation. And this difference is not technical. It is existential. The wave is not a mass of water. Let's look closer. The wave is not only large, it is alive. The foam, like claws, as if reaching, as if trying to grasp. This is no longer water. This is a presence, like a yokai, like a spirit, something watching you. Is this a natural phenomenon or something approaching you? Mount Fuji is not a background. Art historians point out something important here. Hokusai does not place Fuji at the center. He reduces it, but he does not remove it. This is a deliberate break in composition. Small, silent, almost invisible, but in fact, the center of everything. This paradox matters because in classical Western painting, the center is what is largest. But here, the center is what is most constant. Fuji simply remains. The wave moves, the boat breaks, but Fuji does not change. The wave shouts. Fuji is silent. The wave passes. Fuji remains. This constancy is not power. It is temporality itself. According to art historical interpretations, Fuji here is not a place, but an idea of continuity, a point of reference, the only thing that does not change. And that is precisely why it is small. Because human perception amplifies movement and pushes what is constant into the background. And below, 3 boats. Small, fragile, silent. There are people inside, but Hokusai does not depict them as individuals. No faces, no identity, only human. So what are they doing? Are they escaping? Or are they moving directly into the wave? The human is not the center. The human is the interval between movement and stillness, chaos and balance, a consciousness caught in between. That is why the boats are not just objects. They are the human condition itself. This image is powerful for a reason, because it is 2 things at once, beautiful and threatening. This has a name, the sublime. The viewer feels this. This is beautiful, but I shouldn't be here. Katsushika Hokusai was born in Edo in 1760. He produced over 30,000 works. But this was not production. It was a question. Is reality fixed? For him, it was not. That is why he drew the same wave again and again. Each one, a different reality. Ukiyo-e, the floating world. But this is not just a poetic phrase. It is a way of thinking. In the Edo period, an acceptance of impermanence. Art historians read ukiyo-e not just as a style, but as a mindset, a world where life is fluid and identity is not fixed. No form is fixed. No moment is fixed. No human is fixed. The color of the wave does not come from nature. Prussian blue, one of the first synthetic pigments to arrive in Japan from Europe. Art historians consider this detail crucial. It marks the beginning of a global visual language. Right to left or left to right. This is not technical. It is about how we see. Western perspective reads the image as escape, but in Japanese composition, movement flows into the scene. Art historians explain this difference as follows. In the West, an image tells a story. In the East, an image creates a state. So the question changes. Is this a scene or a moment you are inside of? Both readings are valid, but they produce two different states of consciousness. The wave is not an event. It is a form of repetition. Hokusai's 36 views of Mount Fuji is built on this idea. The same mountain, different moments, different conditions. According to art historians, what is represented here is not nature, but the continuity of nature and the temporary position of the human within it. The wave returns in every moment of crisis. But this return is not random. It is a rhythm, and that rhythm says the human is not insignificant, but not limitless either. It lives on a threshold. This image does not belong to the past, because that moment still exists. A job loss, a breakup, an illness. Every great wave in your life carries the same question. What will you do? Escape or confront? But perhaps the answer is harsher. There is no choice. There is only movement. No wave lasts forever, but no human exists outside of time. And that is why Hokusai's greatest achievement is not technique, not composition, not color. His greatest achievement is this: bringing the human, nature, and time into a single frame, and making you feel this. You are small, but you are inside this story. To be in that small boat, to be in that moment, and to know something is coming, and you are not ready. But still, you move forward. That is why this work is a masterpiece, because that wave was never just a wave.